Keri Hilson burst onto the music scene with undeniable talent, captivating the world as a gifted songwriter and soulful vocalist. Before stepping into the spotlight, she was already a force behind the scenes, crafting hits for some of the biggest names in the industry. From Britney Spears to Timbaland, her debut album, In a Perfect World, brought her into the limelight, earning critical acclaim, Grammy nominations, and chart-topping hits like Knock You Down. But as her star rose, so did the controversies. Feuds, perceived disses, and public scrutiny began to overshadow her artistry. While Keri's talent was never in question, her reputation took a hit, sparking a wave of backlash that she struggled to overcome. Years of silence followed, as the promising career of a rising R&B star faded into the background. This is the story of Keri Hilson, a journey of triumph, missteps, and a search for redemption. From her meteoric rise to her struggles in the face of public criticism, we'll explore the successes that defined her and the scandals that almost erased her from the industry. Keri Hilson's journey began in Atlanta, Georgia, where her passion for music developed at a young age. She honed her skills performing at school assemblies and graduations, eventually joining a girl group called Pretty Tony. While the group didn't take off, Keri's talent caught the attention of producer Anthony Dent, who saw her potential and invited her to work as a songwriter and background vocalist. At just 17, Keri penned her first commercial song for a Japanese pop star, marking the start of her career behind the scenes. As Keri balanced her college studies with her growing music career, her songwriting portfolio flourished. She contributed to projects for artists like Kelly Rowland, Usher, and Ludacris, steadily building a name for herself in the industry. Her breakthrough came when she joined The Clutch, a collective of talented songwriters who crafted hits for everyone from Mary J. Blige to Chris Brown. Among their standout creations were Take Me As I Am by Mary J. Blige and Icebox by Omarion.
Take me as I am. I got this icebox where my heart used to be.
Tracks that showcase Keri's knack for creating relatable and emotional music. By the mid-2000s, Keri's transition from songwriter to artist was underway. She caught the attention of producer Timbaland, who signed her to his Mosley Music Group label. This partnership marked a turning point, giving her the opportunity to collaborate with some of the industry's biggest names. Her feature on Timbaland's The Way I Are became a massive hit, climbing to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and dominating charts worldwide. Suddenly, Keri Hilson wasn't just behind the hits, she was in them. With her star on the rise, Keri Hilson quickly became a name to watch. Her success as a featured artist on The Way I Are opened new doors, but it was her contributions to Britney Spears' album Blackout that solidified her reputation as a creative powerhouse. Writing tracks like Give Me More and Break the Ice, Keri demonstrated her versatility and ability to craft songs that resonated on a global scale. These milestones paved the way for her long-awaited debut as a solo artist. In 2009, Keri released her debut album, In a Perfect World, a project that showcased her vocal talent and songwriting skills. The album was a commercial and critical success, driven by singles like Knock You Down featuring Kanye West and Ne-Yo, which peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song's infectious hook and relatable lyrics made it an instant anthem, while the album itself earned 2 Grammy nominations, including Best New Artist. As her career blossomed, Keri balanced her artistic ambitions with collaborations alongside heavyweights like Nas, Chris Brown, and Lil Wayne. Her smooth transition from songwriter to solo artist seemed flawless, and she was poised to become one of R&B's leading voices. But behind the scenes, a single decision was about to disrupt her promising trajectory. Later that year, Keri released a remix of her single Turning Me On.
Big fish shopping, you're turning me out. You're turning me out.
The song's new verse took a fiery tone, calling out unnamed artists for taking credit for songs they hadn't written, and implying they relied on others to maintain their success. Lines like, "Go ahead and tell these folks how long I've been writing your songs," and "She need to go have some babies," quickly led fans to believe the targets were Beyonce and Ciara, two of the biggest stars in the industry at the time. Whether intentional or not, the remix sparked a wave of backlash that would haunt Keri for years. The Turning Me On remix marked a turning point in Keri Hilson's career, but not in a way she had hoped. Fans and media outlets quickly zeroed in on the lyrics, interpreting them as direct shots at Beyonce and Ciara. Though Keri never explicitly named anyone, the speculation spread like wildfire. The fallout was immediate. Critics labeled her comments as unprovoked, while fans of Beyonce, known as the Beehive, started targeting Keri with relentless criticism and online harassment. The situation was further exacerbated by Keri's attempts to downplay the controversy. In interviews, she denied the remix was aimed at any particular artist, calling the lyrics a response to her own critics rather than a diss track. However, the damage had already been done. In an industry where image and alliances are crucial, the perceived feud painted Keri as confrontational and overshadowed her musical accomplishments. While Beyonce remained silent, Ciara's camp wasn't as quiet. Speculation about their deteriorating friendship only fueled the narrative, and rumors of backstage altercations between the two began circulating. Fans who had once admired Keri for her songwriting and vocal talent now saw her as a source of drama. Her budding career was losing the momentum it had worked so hard to build. Despite the backlash, Keri pushed forward. She released her sophomore album, No Boys Allowed, in 2010. The project debuted with solid first-week sales, and its lead single, Pretty Girl Rock, became a top 40 hit. The song's upbeat message and catchy hook were a breath of fresh air, and it seemed like Keri might be able to bounce back. However, even in moments of success, she couldn't escape the shadow of controversy. Interviews and public appearances often veered back to questions about Beyonce, with reporters and fans unwilling to let the subject die. One infamous moment came during the 2010 Soul Train Awards. While being interviewed on the red carpet, Keri was asked to pose with a magazine featuring Beyonce on the cover. Keri declined, and though her reasons were unclear, it reignited speculation about her alleged feud with Beyonce. The incident became a viral talking point, with fans accusing Keri of harboring jealousy and bitterness. Her refusal to address the situation directly left the public to draw their own conclusions, and many weren't favorable. The unrelenting criticism began to take a toll on Keri's public image and mental health. She later revealed in interviews that the negativity and scrutiny left her feeling isolated and unsure of her place in the industry. Even as she tried to focus on her music, the industry and fans seemed more interested in the drama surrounding her than her artistry. By 2012, Keri Hilson's career was in a precarious position. Despite her undeniable talent and contributions to the music industry, the controversy surrounding her name overshadowed her artistry. The unrelenting criticism from fans and media created a narrative she struggled to escape, and the constant questions about Beyonce and Ciara followed her everywhere she went. In an attempt to move forward, Keri stepped back from the spotlight. She largely disappeared from the music scene after her sophomore album, focusing instead on her personal well-being. Later, she opened up about this difficult period, revealing that she had been battling depression and the pressure to conform to an industry that often prioritized controversy over creativity. "I felt crucified for ideas and decisions that weren't my own," she admitted in an interview. Her words shed light on the challenges artists face when their image is no longer fully in their control. During her hiatus, Keri focused on healing and rediscovering herself. She revealed that much of the negativity she faced stemmed from decisions made early in her career, often under pressure from management and industry executives. For instance, she claimed that the infamous Turning Me On remix wasn't written by her, and that she had been coerced into recording it. However, instead of exposing the truth at the time, she chose silence, fearing retaliation from powerful figures in the industry. Even as she worked to clear her name, the rumors and backlash persisted. Viral moments like a fabricated tweet falsely claiming she insulted African people only added to the negativity. Keri became an easy target for online harassment, with critics using every misstep to discredit her further. In 2013, she pleaded with fans on social media to leave the past behind, tweeting, "Enough is enough. You have no idea what your hateful words can do to someone's spirit." Her message was a rare glimpse into the toll the backlash had taken on her. Despite the challenges, Keri continued to explore creative endeavors during her time away. She dabbled in acting, appearing in films like Think Like a Man and Almost Christmas. But music remained her first love. In various interviews, she hinted at a comeback, promising fans that she wasn't done making music. Still, years passed without a new album, and Keri's absence from the charts became a stark contrast to her once promising trajectory. By the mid-2010s, Keri began to reemerge in the public eye, appearing at events and granting interviews where she reflected on her career and the controversies that had defined it. In one candid conversation, she admitted that if she could do it all over again, she would have handled certain situations differently. "I was young and didn't fully understand the impact of my decisions," she confessed, "but I've grown and I'm ready to move forward." As Keri Hilson slowly returned to the public eye, she began addressing the rumors and controversies head-on. In a 2020 interview, she admitted to regrets over some of the decisions made early in her career, including the infamous Turning Me On remix. She revealed that the song wasn't her idea and that she felt pressured by industry figures to record it. "At the time, I didn't have the fight in me to say no," she admitted. "I was young, new, and eager to prove myself, but I've learned from those mistakes." In the same conversation, Keri shared a moment of reconciliation she had with Beyoncé years earlier. She described their encounter as gracious and uplifting, showing that whatever tensions might have existed, they were now a thing of the past. While Beyoncé never publicly acknowledged the rumored feud, Keri's acknowledgement of her missteps signaled her desire to move forward and leave the drama behind. Keri also began to focus on advocating for mental health awareness, openly discussing her struggles with depression and the toll that public scrutiny took on her spirit. She used her platform to encourage others to prioritize their well-being, particularly in industries that demand perfection. "I stepped away because I needed to heal," she explained in an interview. "It wasn't just about music. It was about finding myself again." In recent years, Keri has hinted at a musical comeback, often sharing snippets of unreleased music on social media and teasing fans with the promise of new projects. While a full album has yet to materialize, her sporadic releases and performances remind the world of the talent that first put her on the map. Songs like Pretty Girl Rock remain beloved classics, and her work as a songwriter continues to influence a new generation of artists. Despite the ups and downs, Keri's contributions to the music industry are undeniable. From crafting hits for iconic performers like Britney Spears and Mary J. Blige, to delivering memorable tracks of her own, she has left a lasting mark. While her career may not have followed the trajectory many envisioned, her story is one of resilience, growth, and self-discovery. As fans eagerly await her next move, Keri Hilson stands as a reminder that the road to success is rarely a straight line. Her tale is one of talent and triumph, but also of lessons learned the hard way. Today, she's more than a singer or a songwriter. She's a survivor, ready to write the next chapter of her story on her own terms.